Born in San Diego in 1952, I'm the second of 4 children. Greatest parents, greatest childhood ever. Although my parents had zero interest in sports. I found sports in elementary school when I was 8 years old. I went to Helix High School. I was a top student on the team. We won lots of championships, played basketball all the time. And I was most fortunate to have great coaches, great teachers, great heroes, great role models, and an older brother who was a stud of all time and a real enforcer in protecting little Billy, who really needed it. I went to UCLA starting in 1970. I joined one of the great programs in the history of basketball. We set records that still stand to this very day. A lot of our guys are in the Hall of Fame, including our coach, John Wooden, who was so much more than just a basketball coach. He taught us everything we ever needed to learn. He taught us how to think, how to learn, how to build, how to create, and he taught us how to compete. We won championships, we set records, they still stand to this very day. I was privileged to be the number 1 overall draft choice in the NBA in 1974. Went to an expansion team, the Portland Trail Blazers. 3 years later, we won the NBA championship. To this day, the youngest team in the history of basketball to ever win the NBA championship. It was remarkable, but I had injuries, an endless string. I moved to the San Diego Clippers in 1979, was on that team for 6 years, although the team did move to Los Angeles. And then I was on the Boston Celtics at the very end of my career. Even though I grew up here in Southern California, Laker country, I grew up a Celtic fan. Bill Russell, my favorite player ever, and to play in his shadow under the direction and leadership of Red Auerbach, it was absolutely spectacular. I was most fortunate to be named the NBA's most valuable player, the NBA playoffs most valuable player, the NBA's 6th man of the year. I was a multi-time All-Star, and I was named to the NBA's all-time team. I'm also in the Basketball Hall of Fame. When I could no longer play because of the physical limitations, I made the most unlikely and unusual career choice ever. I decided I was going to be a television broadcaster. Who would have ever thought? Little Billy with his red hair and his big nose and his freckles and his goofy, nerdy-looking face and his incredible speech impediment. I am a stutterer. Could not say a word until I was 28 years old. Learning how to speak is my greatest accomplishment in life. For the last 30 years, that's how I've made my living. And it's been incredible. The run, the opportunities, the education for me, the partners, the people who I've been able to work with and learn from. I never gave it a single thought growing up, much less a second thought. Yet here I am. Bill Walton and solar. What's the connection there? I've been into this seemingly forever. Solar is me. I love the sunshine. I love sustainability. I love the environmental aspects. I love the financial aspects. Solar energy is the financial future in energy production in the world. And so here's this situation where we have everything coming together as one, and it makes it just perfect. We have solar power at our house. We power our electric cars that way. We heat our pool with our solar. I want to be a human solar panel. Stellar Solar. I have spent my life chasing the dream of being part of something special. And when I came across Stellar Solar through some mutual friends, it was a perfect harmonic convergence for me. Their credibility in the community, their integrity, their sense of honor. 22 years Stellar Solar has been going and has been at the top virtually the entire time. So when you have the people and the purpose and the passion, everything rolls into one for me. And when I learned about Stellar, I said, I want to be stellar. Today, I am stellar, and I couldn't be happier and I couldn't be prouder. Stellar Solar is the best, and that's what I want to be. They're best in class, 4 straight best in San Diego, according to the UT Readers Poll. Stellar's given me a platform. I was staggered to find out that San Diego, the number 2 solar market in the country, only because Los Angeles is so much bigger than San Diego, and they can have that. But only 15% of the people in San Diego have solar. And that leaves 85%, and that is unacceptable to me. This is my home. This is the greatest place on earth. My mission is to use the Stellar platform to get the other 85% of the people who aren't solar, get them on the bus and get going to a better tomorrow. The financial aspects of solar energy. It's just absolutely spectacular. If your bill is over $100 a month, you've got to take a look at solar because it can do anything to your solar bill, including, like mine, eliminate all electric charges from your utility. Now, here's a situation where everybody's life, everybody's roof, everybody's house, everybody's system is going to be different because of the circumstances of where you live, how big your roof is, how big your energy use is. But when you look at what we have, stellar solar, it delivers stellar savings. Then their work with the SALT Institute, with Cedars-Sinai, all the community members that make the referrals and the references to give them the sense of this is real. I am all about authenticity. I am all about credibility. I am all about your track record. I'm all about who we are, what we stand for, what we're doing, where we're going, and what we're going to do when we get there. We're going to put stellar solar on roofs throughout all of San Diego County.